Oh, hey there, Mission Control. Today we're gonna, well, it's been, all these videos will be recorded today. Break them up into a few different videos here, but now on today's chore list, we're actually gonna start moving the starts that we have. So we have herbs going in, and we have the other corn starts that we need to get in the ground. So once I'm done doing those things, I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the greenhouse, let you see how, well, have one, let you see how it's all looking, and it's starting to look like things are alive in here. It's pretty cool. So let's get these things put in the ground. So we got quite a few things to put in today, and it's exciting putting any of them in. The first thing I'm going to put in is corn. So this is a, what is it, a hybrid? Not a hybrid. No, I think it is hybrid. Non-GMO, but a hybrid. It is yellow and white sweet corn. It's going to be pretty awesome having this stuff. All right, there's the last corn for this particular bed. The one to your left, right off the screen, that one I need to get the starts going for. Now that I have my little trays back here, I can go get some more starts. These have been in here for a little while now, and they're actually getting pretty big. So that's pretty exciting, seeing that happen. A little more vertical there. We do have the fans going in here, so fans are very important because they help give the plant something to work against, I guess, and they also help move the air across, keep humidity at the right level, and help blow some nice air across to move CO2 through the building for the plant. So pretty cool have them all in here. This is going to be neat. I mean, these things are going to get tall. You're going to need a ladder to harvest them, and I want to put a whole nother bed in. This is very exciting. All right, so next we got to put in, whoa, big fan turned on. Okay, these are these guys here. So we got oregano, parsley, thyme, sage, and chard. Sage and chard. These have been in here for a while. They need to get out, but the herbs and the medicinal stuff takes a long time to sprout. All right, basil. Basil goes here. So here's the last one for lane 4, which is where I'm at right now. Our herb garden is on bed 1 and 2. This is bed 2. And what did we plant? We have basil, chamomile, echinacea, dill, thyme, sage, parsley, oregano, chives, and I have some Swiss chard that I'm going to put over on lane 1. We got the corn in right to the left of you, so this job is pretty much done. Let's go get the chard in, and then it will be done. So I'm over on lane 1 now. And don't have any, this is bed 5. This white stuff is all dried algae, so it's not going to hurt anything. Get this stuff in the ground. It's pretty cool putting all this stuff in the ground. It's it might sound weird, but it's kind of hopeful. It's kind of like, you know, it could all fail, but it's really the hope of what it can all provide. You know, your own food. You know where it came from. It's all here. I think it's pretty hopeful having plants. Maybe I'll enjoy having them. Who knows? All right. Well, I got the Swiss chard in. That's going to be like multicolored chard. I don't know. It's not my thing, but pretty cool that we have it. It's pretty cool that we have a lot of stuff. So I'm going to go mobile with you guys and show you everything that's in right now and how this place is looking. It's pretty cool. Oh, before I forget, so now that these plants are in, I got to go to my iPad, which does work. I got to go set the timer for how much water comes in here. We measured everything, so we found if we run for 65 minutes, we get the water right up to here, so these roots will get nice and wet, and then everything drains off, and that'll happen a few times per day. So looks like we're getting some good watering, and I'll tell you why I feel that way when I show you everything. All right, going mobile here. So I guess we can start here. So you can see we have all the peas. We got peas, we got radish over here. Things are going, so we're starting to expand some of the lanes that we use. Just put the Swiss chard in, so you guys saw me do that. Go. This bed's currently empty. I think I'm gonna put garlic in it. I don't know yet. And then we have like all of our lettuces right here. And there are a whole bunch of different types of lettuces. Now these lettuces are going without artificial light. And these ones here, this is like a salad just waiting to happen. There we go. The planting density, it could obviously get planted a lot closer to each other. But we did the recommended planting. Now I'm just swinging around here. This is lane 2. And check this out. Man, check this out. Okay. Those are green beans, baby. They are growing. Bush beans. They're doing really, really well. So then we continue down here. Here we have cauliflower and broccoli growing. They are in there, so we got those guys. There they are. We have carrots, just a few carrots. They're all in there. We have green onions. They're growing. Here we got some peas that we're just letting go, see how well they do. There's an empty bed here. And we have a male kiwi and a female kiwi. Very excited. Those are going to vine, and I want them to vine all the way up and around this thing. So, what is that? That's like lavender, I think is what that one is. Here we have some flowers. That's a radish. And then we have another kiwi. This is all brand new growth right here since we got it, so they're starting to do pretty good. Swinging around, check out the trees. This is the apple tree, so it is doing really well. Now, this is the peach tree here. Keeping an eye on it. It does have a bud right in there that's coming out, but it's taking its sweet time. I don't know, and it's got more buds on it here. It's just going really slow. The almond tree is not doing so hot. It does look like it has a bud right there, but just not doing so well. And that cannot be said for the grapefruit tree. Grapefruit tree has flowered, and let's see, come on, zoom. There they are. Those are little grapefruit. Those little green dots in there are little grapefruit. And then we have the chamomile tree, not chamomile, the little small oranges. I forget what they're called. Starts with a C. Oh well. Wait, there's a name tag right here. Clementine. Clementine tree. It is already flowered, and we got little clementines growing on it as well. And check out this guy. This is the banana tree. This just happened. That leaf is about ready to come out, and then its 2 pods are also doing well. That was way cool seeing that stuff happen. Oh, go over here. Okay. All right, here we have cantaloupe and we have watermelon. 3 watermelon plants, so those will spread, and the cantaloupe, they're smaller plants, but they'll spread as well. But they're doing pretty well. I mean, they've grown quite a bit. Kind of neat seeing that. And then here we have strawberries. Lots of strawberries. Lots and lots and lots of strawberries. And then we got our Walla Walla sweets, and they are growing. These are all onions. This is all new growth here. Really looking good. And then we move up to potatoes. Now we had about the Yukon Golds, which are over here, and then the reds. We only had 1, 2 red show up, and then we had most of the Yukons have done their job. We're keeping an eye down there, seeing if we see anything and we need to heap it up. But they look really good, really lush, really strong. And then here's all the stuff we just planted. So that's herb garden, medicinals. And then we have the corn. Look at that. This is stuff that's been in there for I think 2 weeks. So that's pretty good. And then we have an empty bed here for more corn. So next up in the experiment that is the Real Martian is garlic. So close there. We're gonna see what we can do. What happens? It's all an experiment anyway. Okay, so how do we want to do this? 1, 2, 4 per. Okay. Oops. It's right there. Okay. This is also going to take a while. I'm going to set the timer. This is lane 2, bed 4. That's currently set to go for 60. Okay, so it's set already. Sweet. And then lane 4, bed 2 is set at 65. Good. Bed 1. Ooh, it only went for 10 minutes. Yeah, it's got to go for 65. And go. Okay. Oh, we're going to check the shard as well. That's bed 5 on lane 1. Oh, it's only set for 10 minutes. That's not good enough. Crank that up to 65. Go. Okay, it's that easy. In the future, what I want to be able to do is, like, when I plant history, if that, my planting app that I wrote here, it obviously did not work. It worked up the house, it didn't work here, which is weird. I want to, hey, you just planted this. I want it to just set all the variables in the system. You planted garlic, okay. Water needs to run for this long, and then over time, that water level needs to drop as the roots go down and set themselves. One of the reasons why that's important is because for plants that have stature, things that get large, unlike lettuce and all that, you need those roots to go down. And what we have found is that if your water level keeps coming up very, very high, the roots never really are forced to go down. They kind of spread out on the top of the surface, and so they tip. So we want to have it where at first when you plant, the water level comes up and meets the roots, but then over time, that water level starts to drop down lower and lower until it gets to the spot where it's deep enough. Anyway, very cool. Got garlic in. I got some more potatoes. I'm going to chop those up and I'll get those. They need to cure. And then we'll get those in the ground for the ones that didn't make it. And yeah, but green beans are growing. I mean, like, you can see them. Lettuce is doing well. So for the challenge right now, I mean, at least we're gonna have green beans and lettuce, I guess, and fish, lots of fish, and plenty of microgreens, lots and lots of microgreens. So, hey, thanks for following along. That's it for this video. I still got some more things to do out here today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give us a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and on Patreon. In the meantime, this is The Real Martian.